your Bibles, I'd like for you to turn to 2 Samuel. We're going to be in chapter 11. And while you're turning, I'm going to pray. Lord, I just thank you for all the good preaching that we heard, Lord. And Lord, if there's just someone in here lost, Lord, I pray this message will just touch their heart, Lord. And Lord, I just don't want them to leave out of here tonight and die and go to hell, Lord. And Lord, we thank you for all you do for us. In your name I pray. Amen. The title of this message is Be Careful Who You Let in Your Chamber of 2026. And it came to pass after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and beside Rabbath, but David tarried still at Jerusalem. I get tongue twisted, y'all, so don't get mad. And it came to pass in an evening tide that David arose from off of his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house, and walked from the roof, and he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, It is not Bathsheba, the daughter of Elam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness. And she returned unto her house, and the woman conceived and sent and told David, and said, I'm with child. Number one, be careful who you let in the chamber of your home. People can come into your home and tear your home all to pieces because you just let them into the drink. Your kids is watching you nowadays because of the things that you do. And
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I know it was a commercial or what, but let me see, can I get back to it? I don't know why it went there. Just hold on. Get back to it. Try it again. Just hold on. Trying to get back to the video I was playing.
because of the things that you do in your life. But can I tell you something? When you're laying in a casket and your children get up to look at you and say, my, that's my mama laying there. I remember the times that she was in the house. I remember the times that my daddy was in the house. They was drinking, they was smoking, and I had to sit there and watch. I remember the times that I seen her passed out on the floor. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your home, because it can affect your children. It can affect your wife. It can affect your husband. It can affect your family. And let me tell you something.
I don't know why it keeps shutting down, y'all.
I finally realized, Jay.
I have no idea. Let me see, can I find it on YouTube or somewhere? I don't know what's going on, why it won't let it keep on playing. Let me see, can I get back to it again, y'all? Just hold on. This is the DCN Smoke. Trying to kill a little time till I got about 7 minutes now. I'm trying to make sure everybody see I was on. So a little after 12, I can get started into what I come to do. Hold on, let me see. Can I get back to? I thought I was gonna be able to do this for 15 minutes. Well, 9 minutes, but I don't know. It keeps shutting down. I don't know what the deal is. It's a great message though by a little young white boy preaching a message. Let me see.
It's because of the things that you do in your life. But can I tell you something? When you're laying in a casket and your children get up to look at you and say, my, that's my mama laying there. I remember the times that she was in the house. I remember the times that my daddy was in the house. They was drinking, they was smoking, and I had to sit there and watch. I remember the times that I seen her passed out on the floor. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your home, because it can affect your children. It can affect your wife. It can affect your husband. It can affect your family. And let me tell you something, folks, each and every time your kids see what you do, what you think they're going to do? You can look at me foolish. You can say that I'm crazy. All you want to, but it's right, and I know it's the truth. Number two, be careful who you let in the chamber of your friendship. And see, this is where a lot of people like to get mad at you because you talk about their friends. But see, let me tell you something, folks. Everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not going to be your friend. Once you get in that wreck and you call them and say, hey, man, I need your help. You think you can come help me? Man, I can't. I just can't come help you right now. Man, the wife's doing something. I thought that was your buddy. You allowed him in your chamber. You allowed your youngins to see what your friend was doing in your house. But you think it's okay. And I'm going to point this out. Most of you wannabe Christians that say that they're saved are still allowing the same things to go on in their home, their friendship, their marriage, and then they want to take you down to the church house. Then they want to shout it out all over church. But then the next day, like Brother Mike says, you look at the Facebook, they're in the bar, they're in the strip club, they're smoking, they're drinking. But then you say, I thought that's just shouting. Then they go down to the honky-tonk and shout it out. Want to roll you a joint, pass it around the circle. I don't care who you is, it's wrong. If Billy Kelly said it was wrong, if Mace Jackson said it was wrong, it's still wrong. It's still a sin. And let me tell you something, folks, when you die and go to hell, there's going to be no coming back. There's going to be no saying, Lord, I want to do it all over again. There's going to be no saying, Lord, I just want to go back and take everything that I allowed in my chamber back. There's going to be no going back. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your friendship, and be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. There's people nowadays that are marrying each other that are gay, but they're allowing it in the home. And then and this don't add up to me. I just wanna point this out. It don't add up to me. You say that you're a Christian, right? Say that you're a Christian. I want you to listen to me good. You say you're a Christian, but you're gay. But you're gay. You married a woman, you married a man, but you say you're a Christian. Wait a minute, now that don't add up. I mean, go read Leviticus 18 and 22 and see what it says. Go read Romans 1, 26 through 27 and see what it says. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. I've had people to look at me and say, Mason, don't you know you got to have license to preach? Huh? License to preach? I don't need no license to preach. There ain't no other man can tell me how to preach. And I'm sorry. The Lord called me to preach and nobody else called me but the Lord. My mama didn't do it. My mama didn't sign me up for it. My daddy didn't sign me up for it. careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. They say that little boy's excited, ain't he? They say that little boy gets taller each and every time you see him when he's in the pulpit. I told one time, I said, you might be right. But number 4, and I'm wrapping this thing up. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your church. You gotta be careful who you let in the pulpit nowadays. You gotta be careful who you let come and sing for you nowadays. You'll have a preacher coming up to you. He'll say, I've got my crowd coming to sing for me. And it's something you might not be used to. They come in there with pants on, holes in the knees. You say, I ain't never been used to this. But that's what's going on in your churches nowadays. You got them running in the aisles with flags, waving them in the air like this. You got your fog lights in there. Got your smoke machines. But let me tell you something, that's what's going on. It just now didn't start. It's been going on for a long time. But you see, people so worried, so worried that I'm going to lose my members. I'm going to lose my offering plate. Man, you lost your mind. I'm doing this for the Lord. I ain't doing it for nobody else. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for my uncle. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the Lord. But see, nowadays you allow people to get in the pulpit and the gay. You allow people, Sunday school teachers, to go back there and teach your youngins, and they're gay. You allow people to get up in the choir that they're letting these things go on in their home, their marriage, their friends, but then they want to bring it down to the church house. What you think that little youngin's going to look up to them and say, well, I think I can do that. I think I'm allowed that to go on in my home. I think I'm allowed that to go on in my chamber. But I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to let you go. I know y'all say I get tired of listening to that little boy. It gets on my nerves. It's okay. But I want you to listen to this. I'd give Jesus a try, more than a million. I'd give him a try in all of the numbers that's in the book, and then beyond, before I would let somebody else in my chamber and ruin my home, ruin my friendship with somebody, ruin my kids, ruin my church, ruin my testimony.
He is preaching. Church is not the same.
I love the church. I'm a church baby. I love the songs, I love the singing, I love the shouting, the worship and the adoration. It could be CCM, contemporary, traditional. I love it all. But here's the reality. The church that I know is not the church that my parents knew growing up. Now watch this. I see a different church that's emerging. We don't have any reverence for things that draw you near to worship. No stained glass windows, no hymnals. We don't talk in the hushed tones in the sanctuary anymore. We don't have Bibles on the back of pews anymore. How about the fact that churches don't even have pews? No communion table with the 2 chairs. They used to tell you don't touch it. But nowadays, churches are built like theaters and comedy clubs. Everybody gotta have flat screens or huge video screens. Now, Bishop, I'm not talking about y'all. Music dominating our service. And preparing for church used to be a whole vibe in my family. You know, getting your clothes dry clean, getting haircuts, getting your hair done at the beauty salon. But now it's different. People are wearing ripped jeans to church. Their clothes are so tight, the whole praise team look like sausages. Strobe lights, you got neon lights and smoke machines. Sunday morning services have turned into American Idol. Sunday's best and The Voice all rolled in one. Now, you say that those things don't mean anything. But I challenge you today that we have lost something. And with every technological gain and every attraction, we have lost a little more reverence for God's church. Can I preach to you in here? Now listen, there is a difference between a thermometer and a thermostat. Fashions of the world, secular
would have told me that I would be the leader, if you would have told me that I would be the leader.
Trying to get past this ad, y'all. Give me a few more minutes. I'm going to come on the DCN and do what I came here to do. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I got a lot to cover. Welcome to Late Night Live, Early Morning Live with the DCN SMOKE. I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's late. I got a busy day tomorrow, and I'm quite sure you have too. I have been getting a lot of calls on messages and talk to people in person about the Rocky Mount utilities billing uproar. Now, I just want to put this out here. I've said it time and time again. I have been attending the Rocky Mount City Council meetings longer than any council member that is on the council at this moment. The attorney just retired about, I say around 2 years ago, and we used to pick at each other about the meetings. Matter of fact, I've seen him since he retired at former councilwoman Chris Miller's husband homegoing service a couple of months ago, and he would ask me, was I still attending the meetings? Yes, I've been recording the meetings since the 90s, long before the pandemic, before the city council, school board, town meetings. Everybody started recording. I've been doing it out of pocket, so don't think I'm gonna stop speaking up now. I've been attending the meetings, speaking up, speaking out a lot of time there by myself. Some of the meetings late into the midnight, and like I said, doing this out of pocket. I don't get paid. Never gotten paid to do a meeting. One person was on the school board one time, was going to talk about trying to get bring it to the board about them paying me before the pandemic. I said, oh no, because I want to be my own man, and I cannot get paid and become silent because I got to speak. There are very few people, well, you name them, that's out here speaking, agitating like I am. I'm known as the political agitator, the watchdog of the East, and some other choice words that I don't answer to. But you can call me anything because I know who I am and whose I am and know what I am able to do, what I have done, and what I will continue to do until the good master shut me down. Until then, you're going to get some DCN smoke. Whether you like it or not, all you got to do is tune me out. Block me. You don't have to listen to me. You got options. But until the end, I am going to voice my opinion based on the facts as presented. If I should err, I will come back and get it right. But I try to do my homework. That's why so many people trust and believe me, because they know I try to put the facts out there. And again, if I should err, that's why I come on record the meetings so that when folks say they didn't say something, I can play it back for them. And it also, back then, when my best friend, the late Otis Cornell Barnes, gave me a video camera back in the 90s, that was the best thing that ever could have happened, because I used to go to the meetings and write down my minutes. But once I got the video camera, I didn't have to do that anymore. Then, like I said, again, I could play it back to those folks that get amnesia, the politicians and community leaders. But I'm gonna get on into it, y'all. I'm not gonna try to hold you long. I got a lot to go over. It's a lot to talk about. However, I can't talk about it all in one night. I could, if I could, but to save some for later. But anyway, let me get my notes out, because I have to write stuff up, because I'll be all over the place. I have so much on my mind, and things coming to me. Listen, Missing some notes here. I don't know if I want to put that quick. Missing my page 1. Oh, no, that ain't it. I must have dropped it down somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right, y'all. Again, good morning. This is the DCN SMOKE coming to you live. Been trying to do it since Wednesday and before Wednesday, but my schedule just be so hectic. I have to do it when I can. And I found out that late at night like this is the best time. But anyway, I want to address. Let me go here first. Let me see. I want to read this first. I want to set the house in order. You should have seen this, but I am going to read it. Let me see. Okay. Earlier today, I did a warning. Don't post or comment on my pages with BS that is off topic and you acted on emotions without facts to back them up. I don't want to hear a damn thing about Councilman Andre Knight Lightbill. The auditor came and he is still on the council, so until it is fact your problems with him, I have no comment and you will not either on my pages. I will not tolerate your disrespect, and when you cross the line, you will be blocked. I will address the Rocky Mount City Council meeting in a DCN SMOKE live soon, which is now. I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. That goes for family, friends, and whomever. I am for justice, no matter who it is for or against. But let me back up. So I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. Family. But when it comes to the family, you can't choose who your family is, so there'll always be family. But you can choose what you tolerate when it comes to family. So know that part. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to get out of the way before I get into my notes? Let me see. I do want to say you can't force people to respect you, but you can refuse to tolerate their disrespect. And that's where I am at 63 years old. As of December 25th, 2025, I am 63 years old. I told folk I've been taking care of my dad, been living between two houses, doing stuff, doing this, doing that. And since he has transitioned, I'm going to another whole level. I've been dealing with sickness within the family and other things over the years. And now I am at the point where I am going to live. I don't know how much longer I got here. However, whatever it is, I am going to enjoy life at whatever expense it is. Folk moving forward with me or without me, it does not matter. That's going to be their problem. Now let me get on to, I think that's good there. Okay, I want to talk about the committee of the whole meeting that was held on Wednesday this week. The purpose of the meeting, well, let me go back. Who runs the committee of the whole meeting? That is the Mayor Pro Tem. And the Mayor Pro Tem now is, the current Mayor Pro Tem is Jabaris J. Kelly Walker, who was nominated at the night of the swearing in of the councilmen for the 2026 year. He will hold a position for 1 year. However, he could be nominated again. It had never been, a person had never served twice in all these years I've been attending the meetings, dating back to the late 80s, early 90s, until the year that, a couple years ago when Councilman Andre Knight was the mayor pro tem, and was nominated. Was looking at doing it for a second term, and they didn't want to do that. And so the next year, T.J. Walker was nominated, voted in as the mayor pro tem. And then what the hell happened? He got the opportunity to serve 2 years in a row, something that had not been done that I can recall. Especially since those guys been on the council, and I don't remember it before then. But it goes to show you the things that take place on the council. The purpose of the meeting on Wednesday was, it's supposed to be an information meeting for the council, simply because to get educated on what had happened with the utilities, because it happened over the holidays. Things were going on, leading up to the holidays. And so folk, the council people was in the blind just like other folk. The meeting should have been kept in the committee of the whole room, simply because no one can speak at the committee of the whole meetings. The public can't speak. Only someone can speak is the council people, and this was a special call meeting to talk about the utilities. So any other time, like the upcoming committee of the whole meeting, you will have different people doing presentations to the council, police chief, the city manager, if they got people coming in doing stuff for the city. Those folk are the only ones that can speak. And that mean is 4 o'clock on the second Monday. The committee of the whole meeting will be around 4 or 5 o'clock. Depends on what they got on their agenda. If they got a lot, it may be around 4, but a lot of time it starts at 5. The regular meeting will be at 7. That's the meeting that people can speak during public comments. So the meeting, again, the committee of the whole meetings are not for the public to comment. I feel that they set Jay Kelly up. This was his first meeting, and it should not have been open like it was, simply because people were going to come frustrated. They were going to be outbursts. But if I had been the mayor pro tem, and I think some others on that stage could have handled them. But you got a couple up there that probably would have let it gotten out of hand. But they set Jay Kelly up because this was his first meeting. And it should not have been in this type of setting. But it is what it is. I heard that several council members were the reason why the special meeting was held. Because some of them trying to get stuff out there. I'm going to respond to your comments later. I'm trying to get past here. I see Wileen Heyman have posted something. Let me see what she got here, though. Let me see. I can't see it all over there. Let me see it on my phone. I hope it ain't nothing. I can't see it all, but let me get to it. Can I see it? I mean, I can't see it on my laptop. Let me see. Can I see it on my phone? So let me see the rest of it. Okay. Wileen Heyman said, in no disrespect, I keep hearing reference to Councilman Knight and the utility bill, and me being fairly new to the area. Can you please explain? No, I'm not, because it has been explained several times, and unless you have forgotten, I know you have heard it, and you have heard me talk about it. You heard others talk about it, and I'm not getting into that. I said I do not want to talk about Councilman Andre Knight's utility bill. Now, we can talk about it later in another setting, but not tonight. Again, stay on topic and listen to what I got to say. That's the problem. People wants to ask questions that is irrelevant. This has nothing to do with no damn body utility bills but your own, and not Councilman Knight. So let's get off of that BS. I'm sick of it. You don't see white folk going after their council members up there with no foolishness. Y'all got to cut it out. Now, you got to cut it out. We ain't got time for that. See, that gets us off track. See, I had to deviate from what I'm talking about. Listen to me. If you want to post comments later, post them later. But listen to what I got to say first. Okay, Jay Kelly wasn't ready for this meeting. It appears that T.J. Walker, Tom Harris, Charles Robinson, and Lance Daughtry wanted this meeting because they had something they wanted to say, and that they didn't know what was going on and all this kind of stuff. And okay, Charles Robinson is going to be a damn problem for this council with his BS that begun on the night of the swearing in. Come up there with that foolishness. That night of the swearing in. T.J. Walker, he is just talking. It appears he's trying to cover up his tail because he was the only one that voted to keep the former manager, Keith Rogers, in office, although the others voted to let him go. That's the reason why the city is in the shape it is now, because of that damn former Keith Rogers that Andre Knight, Ruben, and Richard, and myself questioned him every meeting, and he kept talking about he was going to come back with the full report. Well, you got the full report now, so that's why you're in the position you're in now. All these folk ought to have been attending the damn meetings before now, so you'll be on top of things and see why the city's in the shape it's in. You can see for yourself. That's why you need to attend the meetings you have. I hear folks talking about the meeting was 2 o'clock the other day, but hell, you didn't have to be there. You couldn't say that. You could look at it afterwards. It didn't matter when you see it. You didn't have to be there. You couldn't say nothing. But they have 2 meetings every month, 4 o'clock. I mean, the second Monday is at 7 o'clock. And then on the 4th Monday, it's at 4 o'clock. And if you at work at those 2 times, if there's anything due to you, you would take off work. That's what I have been doing over the years. Hell, I ain't take no vacation weeks at a time. I use my vacation going around the meetings and stuff, locally and on the state level, to see what was going on. So if it's something dear to you, you got vacation time, or you can make time. You make time for everything else. So don't let that be an excuse. Tom Harris was all over the place. He come on the council. Him and Elijah and some the mayor Santa Claus and those 2 Walker boys come up there. The main thing they came up there for was try to shut down Andre Knight and Ruben Blackwell, but it has backfired on them asses. So it is what it is. They went all this time not questioning the city manager, and they saw it coming, but no, they were still stuck on. Because they got a problem with Andre and Ruben, that was trying to call him out from day one, and now it is what it is. So now they're trying to save face. We're too damn late. It's documented. My videos, the city videos. So it is what it is. But on the other night, when Tom Harris gave his spiel, Ruben Blackwell came behind him and told him he was the one that asked that we do that they do better on billing and all that kind of stuff. But then now he come to the meeting Wednesday night with this mess. You gotta follow these guys so you can know what's going on and stop listening to the damn noise out there. It pisses me off when I hear folk just throwing out stuff and not listening and watching and see what's going on, but just following the noise. I thought Andre Knight was one of the quietest meetings I had seen him. He didn't really get into it. The only time he got into it was to address Charles Robinson, trying to make him understand that what he was doing made no sense. And then he was trying to keep the meeting under control that was not in control from the time the meeting started until the end, with all the outbursts. And the police going to people, what they got to do from there on, they need to, once a person is warned twice, no, they need it. It was red at the beginning. So that was the first damn warning. That's at every meeting. They tell you what you can do during comments, or if you can't comment. And then the second one should be the police approaching you. And then the third time need to be they carry your ass out. You all damn grown folk, they can come in there and disrespect folk. If I was on the damn stage, if I was a counselor, I'd be cussing your asses out, because you're not going to come in there and disrespect me. I'm a grown man, and I'm asking you, talking to you nicely. Andre will address the ma'am. Sir, y'all can't talk. But you come right on, and then what pisses me the hell off, you have folk up there posting comments. I had to block them and delete them on my page, talking about, look at him, he's unprofessional. Y'all full of shit. That's what y'all are. It don't make no damn sense. You don't see the white folk going after their white council people, but that's what we do. The outburst was disrespectful. But when Andre returned the disrespect, they made it all about him. Going back to my notes. Again, I don't want to hear nothing about Andre Knight light bill. It don't have a damn thing to do with your light bill. Either you're gonna pay it when the time comes, you're gonna be in the damn dark. It has nothing to do with his light bill. This is not about his light. This is about the billing. So y'all stay stuck on damn ignorant mess all you want to. You better be focusing on trying to get your answers if you got a problem with your bill. And if you don't, you need to just go and pay it. But if you got a problem with it, you need to question that and stop worrying about what somebody else. Because what you might find out, the ones you're listening to, some of them probably behind on their bill. And that's why they probably complaining. Their bill ain't their regular bill. It was brought out the other night when a lady stood up and they asked her, was she on, what kind of plan was she on? Hell, she didn't even know. I think they said something about a due date plan. I don't even remember. But anyway, it said paid on the same day every month or something like that, I think. But anyway, folk need to understand, you need to worry about your bill. You need to look at your bill and worry about that and stop listening to the noise. You need to listen to the city manager and the staff. As they said, it could have been communicated better, but you need to understand that it was not. So you should be past that. You need to be looking at how the problem can be rectified, corrected, or whatever, and move forward. Because all the outbursts and all the foolishness, you can come to the city council meeting on this coming Monday, doing public comments. You can get up there and act on emotions all you want to, but if you don't act on the facts with your emotions, it ain't gonna mean a damn thing. I try to tell people that over the years. I've been there, done that, started out. But when you know better and you learn, then you change the way you do stuff. I was legal redress for the NAACP for years, and people come to me with complaints. I tell them how to do it. For example, you go down to the school board, address the school system. You go down and act on the damn food because your child, they have an issue with your child. You go down and act on the damn food. And I had to tell people, you can't go down there and do that because the first thing they're going to do is make it about you. They're going to say that's why your children act the damn food because you act one. And ain't going to even be about them no more. So you got to learn how to listen. And then you got to learn how to work the system. The system work when you work the system. You got to find out, just like with this situation right here, if it's policy and procedures, and when folk don't follow their policies and procedures, then that's when you can get them. But until then, just acting on emotions not based on facts ain't gonna do nothing but leave you leave you in a mess. So you better listen to what they're saying. Then, if you got a problem with your utility bill, you need to question your utility bill and stop listening to the noise all around you. Because that noise over there, again, might not be the same noise that you need to be focusing on as it relates to your bill. I had people call me, and I was like, well, they didn't understand. Well, when I broke it down to them, I was like, okay, what was the bill? What were the usage dates? They never gave me an overlapping date. I said, so when folks saying that they were being double billed, I said, now, I don't know, because I haven't seen your bill. I said, but you say you want double, the dates didn't add up. Say November to December, December to January. So that means you were not double billed. Okay, the time of the bill, I get that. Okay. The council people They do not work in the utility department. They do not handle the day-to-day operations. And see, when folk understand how the process works, the better off they will be. The less headache they will have. You need to address the folk that handles situations. If it's a city council issue, yes, that they can address, but they cannot address the utilities. They do not work in the utilities department. They have to be educated on it just like you are, because it was not communicated. It could have been communicated better. But if I am correct, she said she found Latasha found the problem around December 15th, notified the city manager, because I think it said her supervisor was out. He told her to handle it, and she tried to handle it. But going in, seeing what was going on, I mean, she just found it. And so over time, they found out more stuff. The city manager said on Wednesday they still finding out stuff as of Wednesday. So I'm quite sure it's Friday, Saturday morning now. They probably still finding out stuff. So, folk, you just gotta be patient and cut out the foolishness, because that ain't gonna help. What ain't gonna help is folks like Charles Robinson going down there harassing the folk in the building, and other folk like Andre Knight said. Those women down there got husbands, their daughters, their mothers, they whatever, and folk ain't gonna allow you to just disrespect them. Cause see, you better understand, them husbands and family members don't work for the city. They are not a city council person, so that's gonna be a whole different ball game. So, folk, y'all better respect folk, treat folk like you got some sense, like you want to be treated, because this thing could get ugly. Let me see. Yeah, I touched on that about the double billing. Again, folk, y'all better listen to what these folk are trying to tell y'all, so you can help get to the bottom of this. But y'all don't need to keep harassing folk or whatever. But I want to get to some things that I'm gonna shut it down soon. But I want to read some stuff that I had received. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. I also I seen people comment on TJ Walker saying he was supposed to be out of town. He couldn't. His plane ticket was not refundable and all that. I don't care what council person it is, unless it's just something very, very important. I have never understood how people do not schedule stuff on council member on council meeting day. I don't get it. And if you're gonna be out of town or something, you need to be accessible by phone. Because you're getting paid, you're supposed to represent the folk. So you need to schedule appointments or whatever and it's for any council member, because they ain't only TJ have scheduled things. Like I said, unless it's very, very important, and otherwise, like I say, if you need to be out of town, you need to be by the phone, because it might be something you need to vote on to represent your folk. So that is an issue. Let me see. It was something I want. One other thing that I received early this morning that I want to address. Let me see where it is. Okay, I received this early this morning. I think it probably was on Rocky Mountain Concerned Citizens, because they blocked me some time ago, because they don't want no Negro like me that gonna speak up and with truth to power. But you have other folk up there, let them just talk about our leadership. I don't give a damn whether I like. It's some people I don't like, but I'm not gonna allow folk to discredit them when I know they lying. I'm not gonna do that. And anybody know the conversations the beef that Roosevelt Higgs had with me when he was Democratic Party chair and stuff. I ain't mad with him because it was about politics and I know I could deal with him. He came down here. I had him doing work in my yard, trimming trees and stuff. Cause like I said, I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. I ain't got time for a whole lot of foolishness. He asked me one day, he said, why you treat me like that? I said, cause I can challenge you. I do my homework. When you in here putting out foolishness for folk that don't understand, just like with this situation right here, people love to hear the noise, and they were saying that he had plenty of time because he didn't work nowhere. Hell, I worked 2-3 jobs, farms and everything, and still did politics, but I did my homework. That's why I have folk that trust in me because they know I do my homework. But let me get back to this. This is what I received this morning. Quite sure it was on Rocky Mountain Concerned Citizens. I don't know. Like I said, they got me blocked. They don't want to hear these truths. It say, Lord bless it. Someone posted they have received a new bill that's due 131. I thought they said another bill wouldn't be due until February. Thanks for posting the video the other day. Okay. That was for me. Well, okay. 4 days out from more lies from the city manager and the CS director saying there wouldn't be another bill. T.J. Walker asked this specifically multiple times. What do we have this morning? Another utility bill due 131. So my normal one was due 1225. We got the first one that dates pulled up is due 115, and now this one due 131. And Latasha said specifically they wanted to have bill dates 5 days after last read, and this bill date is 1 day after last read date. To make it worse, this would be the bill everyone gets that is higher like every year, because in winter months our January and February bills are normally $500 to $600, and all other months runs $200 to $300. Having 3 bills to pay in 37, 1225, 115, and 131 due dates, day span is uncalled for. So Monday, be prepared at council meeting to turn loose more information, and to note that the amount due, bill amount are different because the January 15th amount included in the total. See, they stated the other night that this could have been done better, but given the time, Latasha found the problem. I wonder if she hadn't found it when she did. Okay, she found the problem. Again, if I'm not mistaken, you can go back and look at the video. That's why I video. Said her supervisor was out. She contacted the city manager. I think the city manager was out. Might have been out on vacation. He told her to handle it. She tried to handle it the best as she could to find out more information. It was bigger than what she thought. Now, saying that it was not going to be another bill. Yes, that was not Latasha. That was Christine, the lady that was sitting there. And she stated that you shouldn't, but how do they really know? They talked about technology was an issue. So whatever's in the system got to kick out. And what you put in the system, okay, if you got a past due date and the bill ain't been paid, hell, what the hell you think? If you got a January 15th date, no, let me go back. A December, I'm going to use my birthday, December 25th date, okay? And then you ain't paid that bill, and then you got one January the 5th. Okay, the system going to kick out you past due because it ain't been paid. Damn, that's simple. What? I mean, I get so sick of folk that's supposed to be educated and professionals that questioning BS. Okay, I get that. Okay, but the thing is, do you owe the bill? That's the problem. I mean, come on now. I mean, it makes no sense. The stupid conversation. And they said that you shouldn't. But like I said, it might, you don't know what's in the system. But what I do hope moving forward, that they don't kick out anything else out of the system. They need to shut the system down for right now and don't kick out anything else. So there you have it. Folk, I could go on, but I'm gonna stop for the night. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Hopefully, got a busy day tomorrow. Be in Wilmington 11 o'clock in the morning. Have some work done to the house, and I plan on coming back on tomorrow night and Sunday too, probably. But and especially Monday night during the city council meeting. All I ask is, folks, stop listening to the noise. Oh, I do good. I gotta go back. Charles Robinson, the new councilman, is gonna be a damn problem. He doing too much. He's saying too much. He needs to shut it down, listen, and learn, and stop trying to fix the damn problem. He don't work for the city. He's on the city council. He do not hire the staff. The city council hires the city manager. The city manager hires the staff. So he's overstepping his bounds, trying to take on something that is not his. He need to let the city manager, if there's a problem with the staff, then he let the city manager work it out. And if the city manager don't work it out and the council got a problem with it, that's when they step in. But folks need to stay in that damn lane and stop trying to be all that. Learn the process. Just got on the council. Ain't been coming to the meeting. He ain't been coming to the meeting. Hell, I was there. I video him. And that's what pisses me off. Folks, if you're going to run for office, you ought to attend the meetings at least a year out or something. That's what I tell people when they talk to me. I'm like, you got to go to the meetings, learn the process. But no, you want to get on the council, come up there, like I said, night of the swearing in with some foolishness, talking about swearing in people in the audience and all this kind of foolishness and recording and all this kind of mess. Negro, please. You need to attend to your damn dilapidated buildings over there and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, you got issues of your own, and clean up some of the damn lies you put out when you were running for the position. Folks, y'all got to stop falling for this foolishness. You don't see that foolishness going on amongst the white council members, but y'all allow them to come down there and discredit. I don't give a damn if you don't like Andre Knight, Ruben Blackwell, T.J. Walker, whoever, but you need to respect them, and you don't need to and you don't need to sit around and let folk disrespect them, and you know that they lying. That's what pissed me the hell off. Now I don't live in Rocky Mount. I've been working there for 39 years this month. I got family and friends over there. Probably got more damn family over there than y'all got that live there. Because you don't know who my family. I got a big family. And shock your damn mind when I tell you who my family are. Well, TJ is my family. His grandma and my daddy first cousin. But I'm talking about other folk that you'll be surprised. But that's why you don't know, so you can talk about me around them, and talk about them around me. That's how that works. So you got to know how to work it. But I'm going to continue to be a voice. I'm a life fully paid member of the Rocky Mount NAACP since the 90s, joined 1992. I've been with the Democratic Party since the late 80s. That covers Rocky Mount side, Edgecombe side of Rocky Mount. Been a community activist, Black Workers for Justice, other organizations. Been to more meetings than some of y'all. Been a part of more meetings. Resigned from more organizations than y'all have even been a part of. Because I ain't got time for foolishness. Well, I don't need no damn title to do what I do. I can stand by myself, and folk know that. But one thing about it, you better know that I do my homework. And if you got a friend in the DCN, you got a friend, you better ask somebody that know. Like having a friend in Jesus. So you better recognize. Now, again, I repeat, I'm for justice, no matter who it's for or against. It be family, friends, whomever. I have no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. Ain't got time for a whole lot of foolishness. I tell you, I turned 63 on Christmas Day. I'm not tolerating a lot of BS. I got time. Like I said, my dad transitioned September. I was kind of limited what I could do. I'm out here full force now. I used to video ball games. think I'm going to have to let them go because I'm going to have to start back going around to these meetings around here, the county. Speed about to lose their charter. Went down to Canita about 2 years ago when they started their council back up down there. They got issues, had issues, probably still got something there. I used to go to Sharpsburg to their meetings, doing all this stuff out of pocket. I don't get paid. What the hell I got the game? Folks, I'm trying to make a name for myself. Make a name how? Now, what I ought to be doing is running for office, but see, I might can do that now since my dad had transitioned and stuff. But you still need somebody out here to agitate, and that's what I do. The Lord gonna take care of me. I got some faithful supporters that'll send me a few dollars every now and then and stuff and everything. So, hey, I ain't about no titles. But I'm not going to allow you to discredit black leadership, even those ones that I don't agree with all the time. I don't agree with nobody all the time. And they know it. We have those conversations, but you don't hear it. If they do it in public where I need to address them, then I will. But we do it behind the scene. We have some knockdown, drag out. Because anybody that know me know how I operate. So, but again, the city council meet on the second Monday every month at 7 o'clock. The committee of the whole meeting is at 5, unless they need to meet earlier. And that's the meeting you need to be to so you can hear what's going on in the city. They make presentations to find out what's coming to the city or what they're doing within the city. That's where the presentations are done. The 7 o'clock meeting is more of a procedure thing. Just go through and vote on stuff and let the people comment and all that. And then on the fourth Monday, they meet at 4 o'clock. And the committee of the whole meeting will be around 2 o'clock if they need to and everything. So I still attend. Have been to the last couple ones because, like I said, my dad just transitioned in September. We shut down, I think, June, July, August. They're rocking my Human Relations Commission. Get ready to get back into that. Attend them on Wednesday. They do not record their meetings. I served on the committee for a while. I'm not on it, but I didn't miss a beat. I still go and record them. They don't record them. There'll be some good information be going on in those meetings, and people need to attend. But anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in. And again, I'll be back as time permits. Like I said, I'm get some things taken care of. So I'm hoping by next week I can kind of level out my personal business going on, so I can get back into. I want to Monday the city council meeting. Tuesday I got a meeting I think I want to go to and everything. So and I work a real job, so I got to work around that. But tomorrow morning, I'm a member of the Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, regional director. We cover 23 counties. We have State Superintendent Mo Green, Black Superintendent the state. He will be our special guest in Wilmsted Martin Community College at 11 o'clock in the morning, where we'll be discussing education. He will be the speaker. Then we have a panelist of educators and folk. That takes place 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, our regular monthly meeting. I will be live streaming, as I always do. They try to give me something. When I'm a part of something, I do not take any money. Just like the church, I offer my services. Don't charge the church on my videoing and stuff. So, hey, that's what I do. If you want to give me something, that's fine. If not, I'm going to be okay. I know who I am, whose I am, and my purpose for being here. I say I was not born on Christmas Day for no reason at all. It was for a purpose, although I think it was like 25 to 12 that night when I was born. And so likely made it into the next day. But again, I know my role. I know my place. But again, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock at Wilmston, Martin Community College, State Superintendent of Education, Mo Green will be there to speak, and we will have an educational panel. It's a lot going on in school systems, and I am shocked at some of the things I'm hearing Uh, um, um, I don't understand how people allow these things to go on and they're not questioning what's going on in the school systems. The teachers need support, and we need to support them. You know, get involved. Again, this meeting is tomorrow. We meet every second Saturday. The Eastern North Carolina Civic Group. We have educational meetings on this topic and other topics throughout the year. Edgecombe County, it costs $100 a county to be a member. Like I said, it's 23 counties. I always paid the $100. Last year, Edgecombe County Commissioner Val Harris gave it $25. Wiley Hyman gave it $25. So I ended up paying $50. This year I paid the whole $100 out. Matter of fact, I paid it before the year began. After we had our banquet, education, we had our first education banquet. Gave away 8 scholarships. Back here, I forgot what month it was. I think it was August. But this group is the oldest civil rights group in North Carolina, and I've been a member of it for years now, years and years and years. So I love it. So tune in tomorrow on my live, be on all my pages like they are tonight. I love getting out information. I'm not limited to Edgecombe County. I'm all over the place. I don't care whether you like me, love me, or whatever. I'm going to do what I do. But one thing you ain't going to do is disrespect me on my pages. So if you feel like you're going to disrespect me, know that I am going to block you. Because I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be for a whole lot of foolishness. I will not tolerate foolishness. So y'all have a good top of the morning. I'm going to lay it down so I can get up early in the morning and be in Wilmston no later than 10:15, 10:30. So I can set up and get this educational stuff out so people can be educated. I invited my superintendent here, Brian, Andy Bryan. He responded that he may not be able to be there. I'm not looking for him to be there, but it's okay. It'll be recorded. And I'm hoping somebody else will be there from Edgecombe County, but if they don't, the newspaper guy, John Walker, told me at the county commission meeting the other night when I announced that he would be there. So I appreciate you, John Walker. Can't think of the name of his newspaper here in Tallboro there. One of the best, because we don't have a newspaper in Tallboro. So I appreciate all that John Walker does. And it's a free paper online. So you need to support him. He covers everything. To me, he was better than what the Daily Southern used to be. And he's doing it by himself. So y'all, again, have a good top of the morning. And I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Again, will not tolerate the disrespect because, like I tell them, everywhere, church, everywhere, I still cuss. I ain't there yet. Y'all better pray for me because I'm 63 years old. I try not to disrespect folk. If I do, I'll try to get it right. But you're not going to disrespect me on my pages. So know that. You can tune in all you want to. You can make some comments. But let the comments be on topic. Don't let them be no BS about your emotions. If you got a real question, ask the question. But no disrespect about me and nobody else on my page, no matter who it is. So y'all, again, have a good morning. Thank you for tuning in.